Stop number 12 in the Castrol GTX Cup Series brings us to Dover Downs International Speedway in Dover, Delaware, as we're here today for the running of the FedEx 400, as we're set for 60 laps of racing on the track they call the Monster Mile, the track that chews up cars and spits them out, I guess you might say. We had a tremendous event at the weekend at Charlotte Motor Speedway, where the last race of the Coca-Cola 600 was held. And we're here today on the track, same banking as Charlotte, but take a half a mile away from it, and you get the Monster Mile. So here's the starting lineup. On the pole at 161 miles an hour, it's Kev Scherer, the number 14 Copenhagen Oldsmobile. He's alongside Kyle Matthews in number 42, the PK Antifreeze Pontiac. Kyle won this season at Rockingham. Second row has the Richmond winner. It is Austin Reed, the number 6 Folgers Ford, and number 26 Quaker State Buick, driven by Alexander Rowe. Third row has number 28 Jackson Haywood and the Texaco Haviland Ford. He's alongside number 12. That's Ryan Brummer in the Ray Besters Buick. A great qualifying run for him. Fourth row has Allison Rain in number 70 in the Rumpel Furniture AC Spark Plugs Pontiac, and Rafaela Duke, one of the two-time winners this season so far, the 27 More Genuine Draft Pontiac. Going around number 5 is car 30. That is Zachary Fitzwater. He's alongside Joshua Osborne in number 19, the Bullseye Barbecue Sauce Ford. Next row down is Aubrey Scott, number 7, the winner of the season at Talladega, the Xerox Antifreeze Ford. And number 71, Charles Sandberg in the Big Apple Markets Chevrolet. Going to the next row, it's car number 73. That is Cody McGurk in the Slim Fast Oldsmobile. He's alongside number 52, Seth Cole in the Alka-Seltzer Pontiac. Next row is 57, Stephen Colon in the Heinz Tomato Ketchup Pontiac. He's alongside number 25. That is Colin Cropley in the Kodiak Chevrolet, the winner, another two-time winner this season so far. Next row down is number 17. That's Nathan Orman, the Tide Chevrolet, and number 98, Laura Chung in the Banquet Frozen Foods Chevrolet. Next row is number 90, Caleb Fogler in the Public Supermarkets Ford. He's alongside number 4, William Brock in the Kodak Film Oldsmobile. Next row is number 43, the STP Pontiac of the King Richard Petty Colors, Mike Becker. He's alongside number 20. That is the car of Eric Monaco in the Crown Petroleum Oldsmobile. Next row is number 18, Benjamin Miles in the Slim Fast Chevrolet, and number 5, Phil Parker, the winner this season at Atlanta, the Levi Garrett Chevrolet. Next row is number 15, Quentin Moore, the Motorcraft Ford, and number 94, Dylan Poteet, the Sunoco Ultra Oldsmobile. Next row down is number 3, Cole Deaver in the GM Goodrich Chevrolet. He won a season at North Wilkesboro. He's alongside number 89, Daniel Silla in his Pontiac. Next row down has number 11, Keith Batson, the Budweiser Chevrolet. And beside him, Budweiser Ford, number 11. The day Keith Batson drives a Chevrolet will be the day pigs fly. Alongside Keith will be number 2, Dylan Young, in the wheel of his Pontiac. Next row down is number 66. That is the car of Harrison Ponder, the Phillips 66 Trop Arctic Pontiac. And number 8, that is Noah Sewell in the Snickers Buick. Next row is number 1, Trent Dunham, who won at Darlington this season, the Skull Classic Oldsmobile number 1. And the Skull Bandit Oldsmobile car 33 is alongside that is Amanda Evans. Next row is Reggie Fogelman, 21, the Citgo Ford, and number 10, Preston Plord in the Purelator Chevrolet. And starting shotgun is Nori Miyazaki, and number 83, and number 75, Mitchell Hodak at the wheel of the Dinner Bell Oldsmobile. So a pair of Oldsmobiles having the back of the pack here at Dover. In-car cameras today will be carried by, one of them will be our pole sitter, Kev Scherer, number 14. He'll have one of our in-car cameras. Our second camera will be inside the car of Rafaela Duke, and our third camera will be inside the car of Cole Deaver. 3 black cars with 3 in-car cameras in today's event. So here's the command to fire the engines for the PK Antifreeze 400 here at Dover Downs International Speedway.
Gentlemen, start your engines!
Command given to fire the engines as we're set for racing here today. Pace car leads the field off a pit road for the pace lap. We'll be back for the start of the race right after this. Field rounding through turns number 3 and 4 right now, as the field being led in the hands of the Oldsmobile of Kev Shearer and the number 42 of Pontiac of Kyle Matthews. As we come off turn number 4 right now, pace car's already on the pit road, as the FedEx 400 is about to get underway here, as the field looks for a green flag, and it's out, and we're racing at Dover. Through the 3rd and 4th turns they come here. Kev Shearer will lead the first lap of this event here. He's been on the pole a couple times this season so far, and he has not yet won a race this season. He hopes today would be the day he will do so here as he leads the first lap here. Jackson Haywood and Austin Reed battling up for second position, with Allison Rain in the 70 car on the inside, looking to take a spot away here. They got Austin Reed up on the high side right now as they come off turn number 4. And the yellow flag flies for the first time here, and 3 wide back there between, it was Charles Sanford, Seth Cole, and Phil Parker. They better get to slow down right there, and I tell you, they're 3 wide. It's not a good idea to have, obviously, when you're trying to slow down for the yellow flag here. And we'll see what the yellow flag is out for. It's Nori Miyazaki in the 83 car that has crashed, and along with Amanda Evans in the 33 car. That car also damaged up. And also the 21 of Reggie Fogelman, which had a pretty good run at Charlotte. There's a crash happening in the back of the pack here at Dover. And usually the back of the pack is usually a pretty good place to hang out if you want to try to avoid any trouble in the early portions of the race here. Doesn't matter what track you're on. But unfortunately, that wasn't the case here. As cause yellow flag to fly, Reggie Fogelman got into the 10 of Preston Plord that turned Amanda Evans around. And here comes Fogelman. He got into the wall. We'll watch it from his view here in a minute. And Nori Miyazaki had nowhere to go but right into the 21. And unfortunately, that ended Nori's day, sadly. He may still get back out there and make a run at it for points, but Fogelman and Evans, they may be the same deal for them. Now watch how hard Reggie Fogelman hits the wall here as they come off turn number 4. You saw he gets in the Plord, and Plord turns the 33 of Amanda Evans around. That sent Amanda into Reggie, and watch Reggie. Pancakes the driver's side of the car right there, and I guarantee you Reggie has to be feeling that too, and especially when you're sliding in on the wall at about nearly 100 miles an hour as he was. Really did a number on that number 21 Sitgo Ford here as the yellow flag flies for the first time here today at Dover Downs International Speedway. There's Fogelman getting back on the racetrack right now, trying to get back at it right here. As bad as that 21 side of that 21 car was pancaked, though, I don't think it's gonna. I don't think the performance of that car is gonna be hindered at all right there. In fact, all 3 cars came back out onto the track, so all 38 cars remain on the racetrack right now here at Dover Downs International Speedway. Kev Shearer's your leader. We'll be back in a moment. We'll be back in the restart after this. Just as you rejoin us, the pace car has ducked off on the pit road here. Nori Miyazaki to the inside is 1 lap down. We'll keep an eye on the lap traffic here as the green flag flies again. On lap number 7, Kev Shearer is your leader. Second is Jackson Haywood. Then it's Allison Rain, Austin Reed, and Zachary Fitzwater, the top 5. And Miyazaki are getting kind of trolling the 42 of Kyle Matthews now as the field begins to get spread out in the turn number 3. And whoa! Boy, Mike Becker almost turned Joshua Osborne in the middle of turns 3 and 4 right there, and I thought for sure Osborne was around. And that would not have been a pretty sight in the turn number 3, especially in this fact that Osborne was on the inside of Kyle Matthews. And that possibly could have been a disaster right there for maybe almost the whole field as you watch Eric Monaco try to get by Cole Deaver in the 3 car. On board with Cole Deavers, he follows the 15 car of Quentin Moore Deaver running right now in 19th position at this point here at Dover as they come off to number 2. Quentin up ahead of him in 18th position. And boy, that is brave driving on the part of Deaver right there. Usually he hit the brake going into the turn. But Deaver does it until about almost the middle of the turn right there. He did it almost in the middle of the turn and turned right the last time. And he tapped the brake in the middle of the turn that time by. He was 168 miles an hour at turn number 3. And they're turning such high RPMs up to about 91, 9200 RPMs in the turn number 3. As Deaver now moves inside of both the 5 car of Phil Parker and the 18 car of Benjamin Miles. Actually, those two went to the outside of Deaver, and that's pretty impressive driving there. Park and actually Benjamin Miles both made the pass on the outside lane, and that's, I tell you, that's some power out of that 18 machine. That put Benjamin up to 17th position here at Dover as he watched, and now Eric Monaco still trying to get around Deaver, and boy, he just about scraped the back bumper of that 3 car off. Phil Parker right there behind him in 20th position, and 21st right now is Keith Batson in car 11 here. Batson along with Harrison Ponder and Dylan Young. And Mitchell Hodak here. Give a call to him. He started this race in 38th position. Is running right now in 25th. So Mitchell Hodak having a pretty good start to this race so far in the Dinner Bell Oldsmobile. Being followed now by the 17 car of Nathan Ormond in the Tide Chevrolet as we go back to the front of the field right there. As Kev Shearer continues to lead, but look who's behind him. Aubrey Scott, the Talladega winner, to the inside lane for the lead here at Dover. To the inside goes the Xerox Antifreeze Ford, and he's got it. Aubrey Scott enjoying his best season he's had so far here in this season. You remember in his one of his first starts in a 6 car, the Starlight Ford last season. He actually won he actually shocked them all when he won the night race at Bristol last season, the Busch 500. And to prove that one was no fluke here, he comes back this season and he wins at the Winston 500 at Talladega. So Colin Cropley obviously picked a good one in Aubrey Scott right now, and he has been really impressive so far this season here in the Castrol GTX Cup Series season 34. And Allison Rain, the number 70 car, goes inside, gets past or tries to get past Kev Shearer. That's a battle for second place. This is the best Allison has run in quite a while. And let's remember, of course, you remember too that was the driver formerly known as Johnny Gardner. And since the name change, Allison has won once in this series. That came at Michigan a few seasons back. I think that was in season 29. I think it was when Allison won that season. And you got another surprise right there behind right there of Allison. Where did Cody McGurk in the 73 car come from? He is in 4th position in the Slim Fast Oldsmobile. So you got some surprises up in the front parts of the field right there. Zachary Fitzwater, that's really no surprise. One of the top drivers in this field there, the Maxwell House number 30. Fitzwater, who's having a rugged start to the season there, looking to turn it all around here, and he gives Cody a bit of a bump up the racetrack right there. So moves the 30 car of Fitzwater up to the number 4 position. And then behind him, another surprise. How about Ryan Brommer, the number 12 car? Ray Bess's Buick. Giving that car quite a ride as Nori Miyazaki gets split right there between by Quentin Moore and Raphael LeDuc. And let's go for a ride with Raphael, the number 27 Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac. In 15th position right now is where he's running. Make that 16th as now Benjamin Miles gets by him in the Slim Fast Chevrolet. The Duke winner this season at Sonoma and Martinsville. He's one of two-time winners this season so far. look at the front end view of LeDuc's car. He is reading this. I tell you what, though, that is very, very close right there. He is up on the back bumper of the 18 car of Benjamin Miles. Well, that's what it's like, though, right off the front of the car at over 160 miles an hour. Whoa! Oh, I see what happened now. They were under yellow, and there was, I saw the cause of what happened under yellow. That was Charles Sanford sitting in the middle of the track here in a 71 car. As yellow flag flies for the second time here. I'd tell you, he let up the throttle. I didn't know what was going on at first, but... And there is Charles, number 71, as the yellow flag flies on lap number 24. Take a look back as to what happened to cause the yellow flag to fly here. As Sanford in the 71 car, he was running in 30th position. Nori Miyazaki was holding up the outside line right there. Here comes Charles. He's got a good run on the inside of Mike Becker. Becker and Eric Monaco got together, and yeah, there. See what happened right there. There's Sanford right there. Just gets into it with Mike Becker and turns around as Sanford's car pancaked the inside wall. Much the same way we saw Reggie Fogelman do earlier, who you just coincidentally saw pass by Sanford. And Charles up on the high side of the racetrack. Now watch what happens to Charles. He tries to get reverse up the track here. Here you see the leaders go up right there. And watch Charles right there. In the inside, he got her to start. He got the car to start right there. And look at everybody else just. And that was about what. Oh my gosh! And there's the and Poteet just about got into him as well too in the 94 car. Somebody kicked Poteet at the high side right there and just about got put him in the Sanford's machine. And Charles right now running one lap down in 37th position in the Big Apple Markets Chevrolet. So yellow flag out for the second time this season. This race here at Dover. It is Aubrey Scott, your leader. We'll be back for the restart right after this. Back at Dover Downs International Speedway, though, we're half a lap away from green flag racing. We'll be green flag once again on lap number 29. So we're almost halfway home in the FedEx 400. It is Aubrey Scott, your leader. Second is Kev Shearer. Third is Allison Rain. Fourth position is Zachary Fitzwater. And Cody McGurk right now running in fifth position. Sixth position as of right now is Austin Reed. Seventh is Stephen Colon. Eighth is Jackson Haywood. Ninth, Alexander Rowe. And 10th is Joshua Osborne. That's what they run right now. Green flag out, lap number 29. Fast lap of race so far being set by Mike Becker at 163.317 miles an hour. And there's everybody else there trapped behind the 83 and the 71 cars, both as they come off turn number 4. Take a look and see what happens this time by come off turn number 4. And Phil Parker was in a very vulnerable spot right there, and so is Dylan Poteet. We'll see if there is Poteet right there in between Eric Monaco and big pumps come off turn number 2. Eric Monaco right there slowing dramatically in front of Kyle Matthews right there. Nori Miyazaki, a second crash he's been involved in on. Joshua Osborne, number 19 car, he was running in 10th position. And his hopes for a Dover win go out the window. As Aubrey Scott continues to lead here at... here, Jackson Haywood was also involved in the 28 car. He was another one having a really good run. Take a look at what happened. Come off turn number 2 on lap number 28. Miyazaki got right into the 28 car of Jackson Haywood, stuffs him in the wall. Alexander Rogue and Cody McGurk gets involved. No, Cody McGurk didn't get any damage as well, too, but they found Joshua Osborne and sent him hard in the wall. And if I know Joshua, he gets hit. He got hit probably thinking, oh, no. So I'd say Jackson Haywood's going to want some words with the 83 car of Nori Miyazaki right there. Some of the people were not happy with him at Talladega. But when you're a low buck team, that's what can you do? Osborne, sadly, of course, for Osborne, he's out of the race right now. Nori Miyazaki back on the racetrack right now. Osborne, the first casualty out of this race here because of a crash here. And Miyazaki right now is 3 laps down. And CR is not one of the sponsors on this car. That is actually the company that makes the radiators for these stock cars. In all series, the Cup Series, the Truck Series, the Xfinity Series, and Busch Series, whatever. And I think even the modifieds as well, too, believe it or not. So, lap number 32 completed here at Dover. We're still under caution. Aubrey Scott remains your leader. We'll be back for the restart right after this. Back at Dover Downs International Speedway here, lap number 34. As we're on right now. We'll have 26 laps remaining when this race restarts here. We're barely past halfway in the FedEx 400. Aubrey Scott right now is your leader of this race here. Second position is Kev Shearer. Third is Allison Rain. Fourth is Zachary Fitzwater. Fifth is Austin Reed. Then Stephen Colon, Cody McGurk, Alexander Rowe, Harrison Ponder, and Caleb Fogler. It is in the top 10 right now. Average speed just a little under 93 miles an hour here after 34 laps. Actually made that an average of 90 miles an hour now after 34 laps. Green flag back out. Lap number 35 here, and Nori Miyazaki is really slow on the track right there, trying to get up to the gears, and he's holding up Austin Reed in a 6. Austin saying, I've had enough of this, I'm going by you, and he'll take Harrison Ponder and Caleb Fogler with him. Keep an eye on what happened come out turn number 4. There's maybe a jam up here. 3 wide, 4 rows deep at Dover. You don't do that at Dover! Oh, this is not going to be pretty. Boy, guys like Dylan Young, Quentin Moore, Cole Deaver, Alexander Rowan are all getting frustrated right now with each other. Oh, big problems up to number 4. Dylan Young is involved. Trent Dunham is involved. There's Noah Sewell involved. And a battle for the lead here is, I think Fitzwater got the line over Allison Rain. Yes, he did. And Allison Rain thought she won the race over Fitzwater. Trent Dunham and Dylan Young, both those drivers, both those drivers' days are about darn near over right now. Tell you what happened here. Noah Sewell got right into Cole Deaver's car, and then around goes the 2. Deaver slams into the wall. Poteet got involved in the 94 car, and there's the 8 of Noah Sewell. He got into it as well. It's amazing a lot of the cars did not get involved in this whole deal as well, too. After all that as well, there's the drivers like Mitchell Hodak, Nathan Ormond, Alexander Rowe, Benjamin Miles, and Keith Batson all got by this whole deal. We had an in-car camera with Cole Deaver. Let's take a ride with him. And I tell you, it happened so quick at Dover Downs International Speedway, no matter how big or small the incident. And I say everybody else is thinking, come on, when is Nori Miyazaki's car ever going to die? He is right now at 36th position. He's still on the racetrack right now. And Laura Chung's car on pit road, something apparently has gone awry on the 98 car. And Laura coming back out of the pits right now, and she is running in 34th position right now in the Banquet Frozen Foods Chevrolet. 35 miles an hour down pit road at Dover. Laura crossed that last yellow line, and she apparently got rear-ended under caution. So checking the damage on the Banquet Frozen Foods Chevrolet. Under caution here at Dover Downs International Speedway, it is the 30 car of Zachary Fitzwater, your leader. Will be back for the restart after this. Working on lap number 41 here at Dover Downs International Speedway, it is Zachary Fitzwater, the 30 car, your leader. Again, the 71 of Charles Stanford. He is one lap down in this race. There are three of the cars you see on the inside. Those are the cars not on the lead lap. Charles Stanford's in 34th position, a lap down. 35th is Laura Chung. She's also a lap down. And the 83 car, Nori Miyazaki, the car that never dies, and despite being a few hits, but still running, though. He's right now in 36th position, 3 laps down. So Nori's team, you can't say it's not worth a lack of trying for that 83 car to keep that car on the racetrack right now. So the 30 car of Zachary Fitzwater is your leader. Second position is Allison Rain. Third is Stephen Colon. Then Aubrey Scott, who's led the most of the race so far, running right now in fourth position. Kev Shears in fifth, and it's Austin Reed, Harrison Ponder, Caleb Fogler, Ryan Brommer, and Daniel Silla enters the top 10 right now in the 89 car. He's in 10th position. The green flag back out, lap number 42 here at Dover. And what a start Fitzwater got there. And I tell you, that's the best thing that can happen to him right now. He's got a lap car between him and the second place machine. But that's that 57 car of Stephen Colon saying, out of my way, Charles. And that 83 car is holding everyone up like he was the last time. A lot of cars getting by him right now as they come off turn number 4 right there. And I see Cropley moves inside now. And Daniel Silla, who was running in 10th position, well, he's now back to about 30th right now because of that lap car. But there's the front pack of cars right there, plus the lap car of Charles Sanford, a 71 car, running in 34th right now. You can sure mix things up, though, however, for the leaders as they come on turn number 2 now. And we are closing up on 15 to go at this point here at Dover. But it's Fitzwater and Allison Rain, the top 2 right now. Aubrey Scott is in 3rd position as the yellow flag flies once again on lap number 46. Oh, and it's Cole Deaver, the 30 car. Problems with that machine. Boy, and Cole Deaver, you heard it from the in-car camera, trying to strain his engine right there to try to get it to go. Take a look at what happened right there. Deaver apparently tapped the 33 car of Amanda Evans. Yes, he did. Tapped and come off to number 4. And Amanda goes inside the racetrack, pounds the wall right into... Oh, and somebody tapped the 25 of Colin Cropley as well, too. And it put him right in the Deaver's machine right there. Nori Miyazaki trying to figure out where to go when I get there. And Daniel Silla in the 89 car. On Deaver, flipped. Barrel rolls that car going into turn number 1 after getting flipped over, after getting turned over by Colin Cropley in the 25 car. I'm saying Colin was pretty PO'd right now at this point. And Cropley, apparently, he thought he was clear of Daniel Silla in the 89 car. Stuffed him in the wall right there. And how did Raphael Leduc not get into the crash? I don't know. How in the world did he miss that crash? Whew. Oh, man. That is some heads-up driving on the part of Raphael Leduc in the 27 cars. You watch Deaver flipped over And that number 3 machine right there is, and boy, Leduc just absolutely, that was driving talent. That was absolute pure driving talent. Let's take a ride with Raphael Leduc on this one. Let's go for a ride. And that is a lesson on how to miss a wreck 101 with Raphael Leduc. Leduc right now running in 28th position right now in the Miller Genuine Draft Pontiac, as well. We're about to get as we start here in just a moment. It is Zachary Fitzwater, your leader, on lap number 48 here at Dover. About to restart here on lap number 49 as the field rounds returns number 3 and 4 right now. Camshaft failure has knocked Amanda Evans out of the race, Cole Deaver out of the race because of that crash, and the 83 car finally out after a 4th crash that the car's been in today. But the 71 car of Sanford is a lap down, so is Laura Chung, and so is Colin Cropley, who's now a lap down. As the green flag flies, back on the way, lap number 50 here at Dover. The average speed just a little over 84 miles an hour because of the 5 oxygen periods we've had so far in this event, and Zachary Fitzwater realizing the benefit of being the inside lane car on the race, being the leader on the restart here. And he has got 2 lap cars between him and second position right now as you watch Aubrey Scott move to the inside lane of Allison Rain for second place. But the best thing that 30 car can possibly have going is that those 2 lap cars hold up Aubrey Scott at all. And now Laura moves inside, and that is for position, by the way, between Laura and Charles. That's for 31st. But Aubrey Scott trying to find his way around, and he is in the box right now for sure. But because of those lap cars, that's getting a little bit closer to that 30 car. Oh, and Aubrey Scott slowed up dramatically in the 7 machine. He slowed up dramatically right in front of Allison Rain. Here they come on turn number 4 right there. Second place battle between the 7 and the 70, and throw the 14 in there too. Kev Shearer. Shearer was the pole sitter for this event, led the opening laps of this event. And he's trying to push that 7 car up by that 98 machine as they come out turn number 4. Allison Rain and Austin Reed will join in that bunch as well too. That's 2nd, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. All trying to catch the 30 car of Zachary Fitzwater. Looking for his first victory of the season there. Fitzwater, I don't think has won at Dover before, so this could be a first for Fitzy. But Kev Shearer, he wants to try to get past for that number 14 machine. Riding with Kev Shearer in the 2nd position right there as he tries to close up on the back of Fitzwater's car. But he's running out of laps to go. This will be the completion of lap number 55. We'll be down to 5 to go. And he chopped that lead down a bit there, 36 hundredths of a second, and he chopped it down about 14 hundredths of a second the last time by. So this ain't over yet. It's now down to 2 hundredths of a second that time by Allison Rain. Slips to the track. Here comes Aubrey Scott. Aubrey Scott, you remember, was the guy who's led the most laps so far. Here comes Kev Shearer to the low side for the lead. And Aubrey Scott's going to head and start to make it 3 wide through the 3rd and 4th turns now. And Kev Shearer goes to the lead. But we ain't done yet. Aubrey Scott wins his 2nd victory of the season. He won at Talladega this season, the Winston 500. And here comes number 6, Austin Reed, in the 57 of Stephen Cologne. 2 laps to go at Dover. Through turns number 1 and 2, Fitzwater not giving up in the outside lane. He wants to try to keep that second position. And he clears Aubrey Scott. Now can he get the Kev Shear now? As they come up to number 4, the white flag waves. The 8 car, Noah Sewell, just up ahead of him. Is he going to play a factor in this? White flag is waved. Less than 1 mile to find out here at Dover. Shear may come to the back of that 8 car. He may possibly do it as they come up to number 4 here. On the 8 car is a factor right there. They close up behind him, but Kev Shear holds him off. Kev Shear wins the FedEx 400 at Dover. But boy, that 8 car, he came up behind that 8 car all right. Come up to number 4 there, and the rest of the field closed up. Excuse me. Rest of the field closed up on Kev, and I tell you, and I think that if that 30 car had gone to the inside, that may have been by inches at the line. But regardless, it's Kev Shear, the number 14 Copenhagen Oldsmobile, going to victory lane for the first time this season as he wins the FedEx 400 here at Dover Downs International Speedway. Second position will go to Zachary Fitzwater in the 30 car. Third will go to Aubrey Scott. Austin Reed with another solid day. He ends up finishing 4th, and Stephen Cullen with a solid 5th place run. Allison Rain comes home 6th. Great run for that 70 team. 7th position will go to Harrison Ponder. Caleb Fogler with a nice 8th place run. Eric Monaco, how about him finishing 9th? And Seth Cole, we have not talked much about him today. He comes away with a 10th place finish here today at Dover. Average speed 92.118 miles an hour. That is your average here at Dover. So 12 races into the season here at Dover. And there's your finishing results here. 11th place will go to Mitchell. How about Mitchell Hodak? He starts this race 38th, and he ends up finishing 11th. So he definitely gets probably the hard charger award for sure here. If that's not a hard charger award material, that's pretty darn close, because I mean ends up picking up 27 positions in that race. But good run for Mitchell Hodak. Benjamin Miles comes home in 12th position. Preston Plord, he started this race back in 36. He ends up finishing 13th in this race. He gains about a grand total of, I think, 29 spots in that race. I'm not sure on that one too, but anyway, no, he gains 23 spots, excuse me, in that race. William Brock with a nice 14th place run. 15th will go to Keith Batson. 16th to Ryan Brommer. Mike Becker 17th. Cody McGurk, who was up in the top 5 there for a while, ends up finishing 18th. Raphael LeDuc 19th. And Dylan Young survives the finish in 20th position. Then it's Daniel Silla, Phil Parker, Kyle Matthews, Dylan Poteet, and Trent Dunham, the top 25. Then Alexander Rowe matching his car number in 26th. 27th will go to Nathan Orman. Quentin Moore 18th. Reggie Vogelman 9th. Quentin Moore 28th, Reggie Fogelman 29th, and Noah Sewell, the last car to finish on the lead lap in 30th. He was almost lapped right at the checker flag. He almost was, but I'll tell you what, 3 cars finished a lap down there. That was Laura Chung, Charles Sanford, and Colin Cropley. Cropley not having a really good day at all at Dover, unfortunately for him. And the cars out of the race were Amanda Evans, Cole Bieber, Nori Miyazaki, Jackson Haywood with a header failure, and Joshua Osborne. All those cars out of the running here at Dover. So that will do it here today at Dover International Speedway. Congratulations once again to Kev Shearer, the winner of the FedEx 400 at Dover. If you like what you see here, be sure to subscribe to the NNSCRA Sports and Gaming channel. We got everything on this channel. We got inner races, we got gaming videos, we got inner online videos. Whatever the president of the NNSCRA, Seth Coles, hires to have for his channel. Be sure to check out Seth's Storycell Cup Series, the main series on his channel. And if you want in on future seasons of Seth's series, be sure to get with Seth and he'll get you going. And also be sure to check out our other 2 channels that does NNSCRA offline. Those channels being X8675398588X, that's Dylan Young's channel, the man who does the NNSCRA Spectrum Mobile Cup Series. And also check out channel Freshman899, Levi McIntyre's channel, for the man who does the NNSCRA Marvel Studios Cup Series. So be sure to check out those 2 channels, and also for not only for their series, but also for for some cool stuff they got as well too. So that will do here today at Dover. For now, this is James Qualls. It's been a production of the NNSCRA celebrating 11 years of off-road racing as best. We'll see you at the second road course race of the season at Riverside, California for the Bud 400.